What? No.
So you're
not. Do you know anyone that's got
second.
enough money?
Yeah, I do. So instead of one moment, yes, they have indeed. So instead of
they've been probably
hang on. Instead of flat earthers, you have a flat bank as well. So I can see that it's not only a flat theory with a flat earth, but you're a flat bank too. So you don't have anyone in your flat theory, flat earthers who've got enough money to go outside.
It's not even money. It's not even money. You have to be part of that club. All the astronauts are high-level Freemasons.
So just 1 second. If we travel,
all the astronauts.
If we travel,
every single astronaut. Is a
conspiracy.
I remember this guy from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
He's a troll.
Oh, for sure.
You know what technique he tried once?
It's just a clickbait.
Wait. He tried.
Look at him, look.
And you know,
character assassination.
Character
assassination.
Notice how he doesn't look at me.
A character assassination.
Notice how he doesn't look at me in my face.
Right.
Notice this. He doesn't want to look at me.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to you. So was I talking to him? No, I wasn't talking. No, if I'm going to talk to him, you would say, well, we're rude, right? So what I'm saying is, do you consider we need to be critically minded, critical thinking?
Indeed.
Right?
Why do you believe what?
Do you accept maths?
Do I accept what?
Mathematics.
I do. Do you know what the mathematics of the globe are?
Now, before you do anything, so you understand mathematics?
I do understand mathematics, yeah.
To what level?
What do you mean to what level?
Yeah, it could be a mathematics professor.
Do you understand mathematics?
No, I'm asking about you.
No, but I said yes, you asked me. And I
a little
said
bit.
Yes.
A little bit.
I understand.
Do you understand mathematics like a mathematics professor?
Or all the formulas and what, like all the...
Oh, you mean the basic grade school stuff?
No, all of the, you know, like when they're doing formulas for dark matter or whatever the existence is, trying to prove something with mathematics.
So you understand calculus and...
yeah, I did that in school, yeah, A level.
Right. So you have some basic understanding of mathematics, no problem. So you believe if we kept on walking straight, not walking, transporting ourselves with a vehicle with enough fuel.
Yes.
And what's going to happen if you keep on going straight? What are you going to see?
What, with a straight vehicle? What do you mean, what will you see? Where are you driving?
So if you have
a vehicle and you drive
No, if you want to go just for this direction, right?
Right, yeah.
And you keep on going straight.
Yes.
Without some obstruction here that you can just swerve around the obstruction.
Right, so you're going
if you keep on going, if you kept on going at a certain rate, say
and would we be going over the earth curve?
I'm asking you, what would you see?
You don't show.
It depends. What do you mean? What would you see?
Not possible to do.
Because if the earth is of a particular shape, you should then observe that shape as you keep on going.
I do, yeah. So I observe
if you went there,
I observe over water.
So if you kept on, before you go in water, if you kept on going straight.
But land can be any terrain, right?
No, if you kept on, look.
You have hills, valleys.
If you kept on going, land and water, with boat, planes,
water isn't always level.
Right. If you kept on going,
land isn't always level.
If you kept on going, what would you see? Would you see an edge?
We don't know. We don't know if there is an edge.
What would you see?
What? We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. We're not allowed to travel there, right?
Excuse me?
Well, there's the Antarctic Treaty. Do you know about that? 51 nations in the world, the world's most powerful.
Why do you have to go to the Antarctics?
Well, because that is the region that's off limits.
Let me help you a little bit.
Yeah.
You know where we are at the moment in England?
Yes.
Right. England, there is northern part towards England and there's a southern part.
Yes.
Don't go north and south. Where you are, just go across
east or west?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're circles. That will work. East and west are circles.
Hang on. If you
on
kept
the
on going,
globe and also on the.
Is the Earth a globe?
Well, on the globe model.
No, is the Earth a globe in reality?
I don't think it is. No.
So you don't, right? So if you kept on going straight eastwards,
you
would you see?
You would come back to where you started, but that works. That works the same. Circumnavigation works exactly the same on a.
If you kept on going, if you kept
east-west circumnavigation.
Imagine.
But what you can't do is north-south circumnavigation.
Let's try to understand.
Nobody has ever done north-south circumnavigation.
You're not listening.
But no one's ever done that. Why haven't they done it?
You're not listening?
Why has no one done it?
You're preaching.
Yeah.
Let's have a discussion.
I am.
So if the Earth was like this, right? Like as you're saying, like you can see, like flat, right?
Yeah.
Flat Earth. That's what you believe. If you kept on going east like this,
yes.
What would you see? An edge?
Would you see an edge?
I'm asking you.
We don't know. We don't know if there's an edge.
So why can you attempt to try that?
No,
The flat earthers.
East is a circle. East is a circle.
Show me how it's a circle.
East goes in a circle.
No, you go straight.
That's the same on the globe.
Stop.
East is a circle.
Madam. You go straight without being a circle. Can you not go? Can you not walk straight?
Okay, if you go straight, you're always going to end up going south. You're not going to be going east.
Wait.
If you go in a straight line.
If you want to go east this way, I need to understand what you're saying. You're critical-minded. You have mathematics.
So due east on the compass. The compass always goes
No, forget
north.
compass. You don't believe in compass, do you?
Yes, I do. And in fact, they wouldn't work on the globe Earth.
So the compass, since it doesn't work, forget the compass.
No, but it's always pointing north. So east to you on the compass.
Excuse me.
Would be east.
Forget the compass.
Wherever you're
The compass doesn't work, you said.
Yes, it does. No, on a globe Earth, but it works.
So it doesn't work on a globe Earth, right?
Yes.
Forget the
It
compass.
wouldn't work on a
If you
globe
kept
Earth.
on going straight this way, east, right?
Yes, right.
What would you see?
How do you know what direction east is?
I'm saying this is east. For convenience.
So are you saying go
If you
in a
kept on
straight
this
line
way,
or go east? Because
straight
they're two
line.
different things.
Straight line.
Okay, straight line wouldn't be east then. You'd end up going south. Straight line would never be
This
east.
way south, right?
No, if you carried on in a straight line, you'll always end up going south eventually.
Where did you get that from?
Always.
Where did you get that from?
Anywhere, and that would be the same on a globe.
No. This particular fact comes from where?
East. It's not. I'll show you. If you travel in a straight line, it's not going east. East is always.
No, I want to know. It's going south. How does it?
You end up going south.
No.
If you travel due east, you're
I
traveling due
want
east
to
around
understand
the circle.
something. You as a critical-minded person.
Yes.
So if I go this way,
Yeah. In a straight line.
look. In a 5-year travel, I go this way.
Yeah.
Where am I going? North or south?
Well, you would start off going in one direction, but you would always end up going south if you stay in a
What is
straight line.
south?
South is north is in the middle, and then south.
Sorry?
Is,
North in the middle?
Yeah, south is every direction.
Slow down.
of the
North in the middle.
Yes.
What does it mean, north in the middle?
North in the middle.
Yeah, north in the middle.
No, what does it mean, north in the middle?
South is all around the outside.
This kind of
That's
kind of
south.
nomenclature is nonsense. I don't understand. Mathematically explain to me.
Right, so
mathematically
east,
explained.
Yes.
East, right,
That's
east
a bit
is a
ridiculous
circle.
argument, isn't
You
it?
see these?
No, everything can be explained with
no,
maths.
you see these
Explain
lines
geographically
here?
then.
So
These are
finish.
okay. So this is the Tropic of Cancer, where the sun is at the moment.
Oh, dear.
Your phone's dying.
What do we mean by north and south?
What do we mean by north and south?
Exactly.
Well, north is like magnetic north, right, on the compass.
So when you mean by north, you don't mean that, do you?
Yes, we do. We mean exactly that.
You mean exactly what?
That north is north, right?
Is a direction.
Right. So wherever you are, right, even on a globe, east is not a straight line.
Where is east in relation to north?
East is it's
It changes.
it's in the same place in relation to north. But
Sorry?
it's in okay. So east.
Because you don't know the shape of the
I
earth,
do, I
don't
do.
assume the earth is flat because you don't know it yet, do you?
Well, you don't know that it's
Good.
a globe.
No. I'm taking your position
Yeah.
because you don't know it's a flat earth, so you can't bring me a picture saying all around
Well,
it
you
is
bring
south.
us pictures,
I didn't bring
you
anything.
globers.
Did I bring you anything? Did I say I believe in a globe? Anything?
Do you believe in a globe?
No. Did I say anything to you?
But do
so
you? Do you?
Hang on. Slow down. You seem to be a reactionary belief that you have.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, you have.
Firstly, let's understand critically your
Okay,
belief system.
critically,
Your
right.
belief is the earth.
Belief.
You don't know.
It's not a belief.
She knows something.
Do you
No.
know the earth is
You
flat?
believe.
I know the water part of it is flat.
I didn't ask you
yes.
that. Do you know the earth is flat?
What, the terrain of the earth?
Nope.
Or the water?
Do you know the whole shape of the earth is flat?
70% of the earth is made of water, so therefore
Who told you that?
70% is
Who
flat.
told you that?
If 70%.
Hang on, who told you that?
Okay, right, so as the mainstream, okay, this is mainstream, they say...
Mainstream.
They say 70%.
The mainstream says the earth is a globe.
No,
Do you accept that?
they say 70% is made of water.
You're straw man in the hand now.
Sorry.
You're straw man.
Let's understand how much of a single standard or double standard you employ in your
Right,
discussion.
okay.
When you
No,
say
all of the parts that
Excuse
are
me.
made of water are
Please,
flat.
please,
Okay.
please.
So I say, yeah.
Wangan,
I believe
who
that
told you-
water
who
is
told
always
you
flat.
70%?
I observe that water always lies flat.
You
I
observe.
don't know that it's 70%.
You observe.
I don't know. I believe actually, and this is a belief, that they're hiding extra land.
so, you don't know the shape of the earth.
No, no,
It's good to
no.
say,
Good.
I don't
No,
know.
I don't
Good.
know. Yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
Very good.
Yeah.
Since you don't,
I don't know.
since you don't know,
Yeah.
so now tell me.
I know what it's not. I know what it's not.
Excuse me. Since you don't know the shape
Yes.
of the earth,
Since I don't know.
thank you.
Yeah.
Since you don't know the shape, now explain to me when we are standing here,
Yes.
what does it mean north, south, east, and west?
Right.
Excuse me.
Okay.
You have. Excuse me. You have intelligence far superior from the gentleman, perhaps?
Let's go.
Not really.
Perhaps. I would like to speak to you. Because we think women, in this time and century, they're very educated. Right, go ahead. Don't interrupt, carry on.
Carry on. Sorry, what am I carrying on about?
In relation to why we're standing,
Yeah.
what is north, south, east and west to you?
Right, so north is where the compass points, right?
Compass?
Compass. You know those
Magnetic
things?
compass.
A magnetic compass.
And the opposite is what?
South.
South.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anyone choose your
And where is east?
East is to that side, right? West, east.
So
But
if you
it depends on where you're stood.
Hang on,
the
if you're
earth.
standing now.
Yeah, but it's not a straight line.
Hang on, if you're standing
East
now,
is not,
let's
east and
understand.
west is not a straight line. East, say if you're stood here in the UK, and then if you're stood in India, east, if you're stood in India,
relation to what?
would be a completely different
Relation to what?
direction to east.
Relation
stood
to
in
what?
the UK, in relation to where your position is. Your position.
So in your
East
position,
is a different direction. If you're
in your
stood
position
India.
here, good.
Yeah.
In your position here,
Yeah.
in your position here now, so if this was north, east would be which way? This way, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So suppose you kept on traveling that way. What would you see
but
eventually?
do you mean a straight line? In a straight line, you're not going east.
You
You're
said
not going
you
east.
said in A level
If
you
you're
studied.
Okay, if you go
studied
in a straight
maths.
line, that's not going east.
You'll never get
You said
You
said
correct east. Okay, if you're a ship's captain,
Did you
if you're
not
a ship's captain and you want to navigate east, you have
What's
to
a straight
correct
line?
due east. Due east.
What's
if you
a
want
straight
to travel
line?
east.
What's a straight
You're
line?
always correcting your path.
What's a straight line?
A straight line would always go south eventually.
No, what's a
Whatever
straight line?
direction you started off at.
What's a straight line?
Okay, a straight line is that, a straight line, yeah?
Right. If you
So
kept
that
on
mean,
going
yeah.
straight line, what would you see?
Well, you'd end up going south.
No,
Right?
what would you see?
Probably the Antarctic Wall.
You'd probably come to Antarctica. You would come to Antarctica.
So basically you're saying Antarctica is all around us.
Yes.
What's your evidence for that?
Captain Cook,
Yeah.
From when?
66,000 miles.
From when? From when? So you have a belief of an evidence from an individual from which time period?
Okay, and who's the other one?
Your faith is based on what?
It's not a faith.
Right. Your evidence is provided by who?
So Antarctica is all around. Yeah,
Any
actually,
evidence?
We don't know, right? Because we're not allowed to go there.
Your
There's
evidence-
Okay, there's 51 of the world's nations that would stop.
So
you
you're
from
not discussing
going
evidence now. You're talking about
Well,
51
I'm
nations.
talking about what I can observe.
What I'm saying is,
I don't. None of
if
us
you kept
are
on
allowed
going
to go there.
straight,
None of us are allowed
if
to
you
go
kept
there.
on going straight, if the earth
You
was
would end
flat,
up in Antarctica.
No.
But you would on a ball Earth as well. The same thing would
look at your
happen.
belief that you have.
No,
You'd
but
end
the
up
same
in
thing would
Antarctica.
happen on a globe.
Hang
If
on.
you did a straight line and on a globe,
What
you'd
evidence
end
do you
up in
have
Antarctica as
that you
well.
will see Antarctica? It doesn't matter which way you go.
But it would be the same on a globe. You would end up in Antarctica if you travelled in any straight line.
Evidence for what you're
long
stating.
enough, it would be the same on a globe.
Look, if the
Exactly
earth,
the same.
if the earth was a triangle,
I don't think you want
if
to
the
know
earth was a triangle,
Yeah.
what would you see? Would you end up going the same way? If the earth was a triangle, if the earth was a square.
These are his games. He's just trolling you.
Critical thinking. If the earth was a triangle, flat triangle.
Yeah.
No,
Well, we don't know.
let's-
It might very well be. Who
Good,
knows?
good. If it was a flat triangle and you went,
Who knows?
excuse me, what's your name?
Kerry, what's your
Kerry,
name?
I'm Mansur.
Hi, Mom.
Kerry, if the earth was a flat triangle
Yes.
and you went in any direction, where are you going to end up?
And you went in any direction. Well, you'd end up at the edge of the triangle, wouldn't you?
Edge. So you'd see it, right?
No. You're
Not if
trolling
there were
that.
51 nations stopping
You're
you
being
from going there.
ridiculous.
What can I say?
Yeah, you're being ridiculous. You've done
What can I
so
say?
much talking
Do you-
about
on a
one
globe,
movement.
listen.
on a ball Earth,
If-
if you travelled in any
Which
line,
people do you
it would
hang
be
around
south.
with? If you hang around with people who are not critically minded,
I do. Yeah.
you do?
No, I think
Yeah,
you do.
I
He's
think
not
I do.
critically
Right.
minded.
So,
You explain yourself what East
is there a
very
global conspiracy
capable.
that every single nation,
Oh, let's go on. to
every
that
single
bit.
nation, they're conspiring to say the Earth is a globe?
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, I'm speaking to you.
Well, every single.
Kerry?
At the highest level.
Every single
These are okay. They're not the governments that you see.
every
right?
single nation is conspiring.
Well, they don't follow. They're not tied to any nation. The overall people.
But they're still conspiring.
They're globalists.
They're still conspiring.
They're globalists.
Right.
And they're not bound by any
So
nation.
those nations who've gone have a space mission, They're all lying, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
They're all lying. What else are they lying about?
Oh, well, what are they not lying about?
I'm asking, what else are they lying about?
What are they not lying about?
Are they lying about COVID-19 as well, right?
Yes.
Right, good. So you're anti-vaxxer too?
I'm pro-choice. You can take a vaccine.
What about abortion? Do you believe abortion is a...
Oh, there you go. Let's attack your
No.
credibility.
What, abortion?
The reason why I want to know is...
It's between the woman and her own conscience.
Yeah. Are you vegetarian as well?
Am I vegetarian?
Yeah.
No. Why would I be vegetarian?
So you make up your mind based on what?
What?
Because there are people who are vegetarian and you're not a vegetarian.
Why would I be a vegetarian?
So why are you a flat earther?
What do you mean, why am I a flat earther?
Exactly.
Because I've observed there's no curvature. There's no curvature.
So when
I have observed myself that there's no curvature over
So when a ship...
That's why.
Fine. So when a ship...
doesn't bend.
Carry, when a ship comes from the horizon, what do you see first? The whole ship?
Oh, no, you see the mast, but that's all perspective. Hang on. Yes, I know.
No. Because you do not have... Listen, because the earth is not a curvature.
There's no curve. Yeah.
According to you, Carrie, the earth is not a curvature. Listen. So you have observed
40 miles.
Please. So you have observed when the ship arrives on the horizon.
Yeah, but you
whole ship.
Okay, if you get a
Whole
super
ship?
zoom camera, you can zoom the ship back in from the horizon.
I'm asking you.
Once it's gone over.
Carrie.
Okay, right. I've got a.
Have you observed the whole ship?
Yes. Right. Okay. Once you've seen it disappear over the horizon, then you can zoom it and it comes back into view.
As it arrives.
I've done that myself.
Carrie,
quick word.
Don't touch.
The whole ship. The whole ship comes back into
as
view.
the ocean you're watching and a ship arrives.
Yeah.
As you said, you observed it yourself.
Yeah, and if you can zoom in on it, you see the whole ship.
May I?
So as it's not the curve
please.
blocking it, is it? It's
so
perspective.
as you zoom
if you can
in,
zoom and see the whole ship.
In a distant ocean, the first point that you see in the ship with a zoom lens, you see the whole ship.
No, you can zoom in and bring the entire ship back from
I'm asking you.
Yes.
Because you've observed with your own naked eyes,
yes.
Right? So the first vision that you have, or the witnessing of, listen, critical-minded persons think critically. So a ship is arriving in the ocean from the horizon.
Yes.
You have a zoom lens, and you have seen the whole ship.
Yes.
The first instance of your seeing the ship is the whole ship, and not the mast.
Yeah, yes, I have. Yeah.
Depends on the weather.
It depends on atmospheric conditions and everything. Sometimes it appears that the ship is floating.
Hang on.
Above
so every time
you have
seen a ship, you've seen the whole ship.
Well, when I've seen ships
was it sometimes? Sometimes, all the time.
It depends on the atmospheric conditions. Water especially, because you get a lot of sea spray.
So tell me, at what point did you see the whole ship? How far was it?
The ship? I wouldn't know, but I've actually observed land.
I'm not asking about land. I'm not asking about land. Ship.
Land.
Ship.
Well, you can't tell how far away a ship is.
Have you observed the ship, whole ship, when you first looked at it? Have you?
Doesn't
Have
matter.
I observed? Yes, I've seen the ship go over the horizon, and I've zoomed it.
If the ocean wasn't, Carrie, if the ocean wasn't a curved surface, it's a flat surface, you should see the whole ship all at once, right?
Which we do, yeah.
And you have observed it with your own eyes?
Yes.
What about compression?
Have you?
What about angular resolution?
And I've spent a long time experimenting with this.
Hang on.
Okay. So depending
describe me how you've seen the whole ship, observing it once coming from the horizon.
Okay. I've observed the ship because I live near a place called New Haven with ferries going out all the time. Okay. So I watched a ferry with my naked eye apparently go over the horizon.
Did you hear my question? I didn't ask you ferry going away.
Coming back. It's the same difference.
So you have seen a ferry in the horizon, the whole ferry at once?
Yes. What I saw.
What's your name?
I'm Dave.
Dave, so you saw...
let me finish. If you ask me a question, let me finish. Okay? So I saw, right, on the horizon, nothing. I zoomed in with my camera, I saw a whole ferry, right? Didn't see it before, but not only that, I saw the horizon behind the ferry.
So when you zoomed in, did you see from nothing to the whole ship?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there was initially nothing, and then
nothing.
The ship pops. Explain that.
Because our eyes can only sit and resolve an angular resolution of 0.02 of a degree. anything that is below 0.02 of a degree, we cannot see. Okay, literally, right now, seen from the top of your head to your feet, what's that? Maybe 60 degrees. You start going back, that angle is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller until it gets to 0.02 of a degree, you disappear. Okay?
So you have in the horizon, you're zooming in, there is nothing, and suddenly a ship appears in your vision, whole ship.
I look with my eyes, which can only read.
Did you zoom in with your own eyes?
Well, wait a second. I'm looking with my own eyes, I can't see anything.
And?
I look through my camera and it's not zoomed in, I still can't see anything.
And you kept looking at the camera?
I zoom in, and all of a sudden, a boat appears.
No, this is what I'm asking you. Wrong experiment. Let me help you with the experiment. Let me tell you, Kerry, let me tell you what. Let me tell you why the experiment is faulty.
No, Dave's correct.
I'll tell you why the experiment is faulty. Look, we devise experiments, right? The experiment...
What do you mean we? Who's we?
Well, let me get this experiment.
We devise experiment. Who's we?
Let us now understand a good experiment and the good methodology. What I want you to have the most powerful lens that you have in your possession.
Yeah.
Zoom it into the distance as you can see. Let me finish. The most farthest you can see already zoomed in. Then I want you to observe. There's nothing there, and then what you should see is a whole ship. Have you done that?
Yes. Hey.
Oh yes, that's what I just said.
No, you said you zoomed in. Was it already zoomed in? And there was nothing. And then suddenly, as you are watching and watching, a whole ship appears, right?
No, okay, listen.
Was it like that?
Listen, if I zoom
You don't remember, do you?
If I zoom
He doesn't remember.
camera,
How about yourself?
Hey,
Have you watched anything like that?
I'm not playing your
Be
joke.
quiet for a second, yeah? If you ask a question, let somebody answer before.
You have answered already, haven't
no,
you?
you haven't. No, I haven't.
Has he not answered?
Because you're not listening. You're not listening.
Okay, let me tell you what you've answered so far. You said you have zoomed in, right? So my experiment, which I think is a robust experiment, to remove the biases in this, you zoom into the most farthest place that you can see with your lens. And you just like a bird watcher, you start watching and waiting and waiting and waiting. So there's nothing. And then you see a whole ship because it appears in your screen.
Okay.
Did that happen?
In that instance. Okay,
Did that happen?
In that instance, one of two things might happen. Okay.
Did it happen?
I'm trying to explain.
Go ahead.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah, of course.
Right. Shut the hell up then. Let me finish. Okay.
No, I cannot. I'm going to speak to you because he's rude. He's rude. Because he is not able to handle.
You are rude.
No, he is not able to handle critical thinking. And he tells me, shut the hell up. You can speak to him. No, you speak to him. So now, Kerry, you were not rude to me. So I think you are very civilized individual. You're a very civilized individual. So have you witnessed yourself with an experiment like that? It zoomed in like that, and then a whole ship appears.
Yes, I have.
Right.
He's got nothing but rudeness.
So you have.
Right, and actually, even a ship is probably not the best thing to choose.
So I can do the same.
It's probably better to choose something of a known distance, right?
No.
Like an oil platform.
Ship.
An oil platform.
Ship.
No, because
So
how do you know what distance away the ship is?
Is this experiment repeatable, Kerry?
Okay.
Is this experiment repeatable? Are you listening?
One of two things.
Kerry, critical thinking.
Either, right?
You're not listening, Kerry.
If there's
there
no
any sensible
atmospheric,
people here
if
that
there's
can
no
have a
atmospheric,
discussion?
what's going to happen?
Anyone else want
The
to
ship's
join
going
in
to
for a
fade in.
sense?
Not all people who are uncivilized.
Converse, you know.
The Fatima will.
You know, they can only have a discussion with civilized people, not uncivilized
No,
individuals.
because you're not going to listen.
Right,
so-
Kerry.
I've seen the ship floating
So may I ask you another question? Is this experiment repeatable?
Yes.
So if I were to do the same thing, I can see the same thing?
Yeah, come with me one time.
So hang on, I don't have to go to you. So we can devise experiments anywhere in the same ocean and different oceans.
Come with me
Wait
to-
a second.
yeah, honestly.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Right.
Come with
So
me, yeah.
so
To Whitstable,
Wait,
I'll show
wait.
you Southend across the
Kerry, listen. Kerry, listen.
He's making content.
Do you know that experiments have been done already to prove otherwise?
So what experiments? Who's done them?
He's got.
So-
What experiment has been done?
We love this.
And who's
When
done
you
it?
see ships appearing the horizon,
Yes.
we
Who's
see-
done this experiment and who and how?
so okay, why don't you take 100 people and ask them to repeat the same experiments and
well,
come
we
back.
have. There's been thousands
By who?
of people that have repeated.
Where is it?
Looking for the curve.
Where is it published?
Looking for curvature.
Where is it published? Where is it published?
It on YouTube.
Yeah.
Where in academic journals have you published this
Academic
research?
journals.
Allah Akbar!
Okay.
Allah
Is that
Why
your standard of
academic
evidence? Is
journals?
it?
Because academic journals removes and filters.
Oh no.
Can I
It's
finish?
like-
It does, remove and
it's
filter
Can I finish?
Someone farts,
Can
right,
I-
and says, "Does this
Can
fart
I?
stink?" Like
Can
to one
I?
of his
Can I?
mates.
No, you don't have to
And
go
his
to that
mate
level.
would
Look,
say-
Kerry, don't stoop down to his level.
No,
right?
no, that's not. I'm just saying.
Right? Don't go down to his level.
Okay.
Individuals,
Right, so
individual,
you think
like this.
academics, right, who are so invested in the current model, right? They're that invested in it.
All
they base
your
their
life,
whole careers
you
on
are
it. You think
reaping
they're
the
going
fruits
to
of
be-
academics.
You think they're well? Do you think they're really going to sort of question something that would put them
Kerry,
out of business?
Kerry,
do you think they're going to
all
admit
your life,
that they've been wrong?
The watch
for
that
their
you're wearing,
entire
the shoes that
lives?
you're wearing, is because of academic
They're
work.
not going to.
And you deny academia. You reject academic works. That is a conspiracy. And the
Sorry,
reason
I
why,
don't-
the reasons why you're not comfortable.
You misunderstand what I'm saying, but
No, I'm simply saying.
yeah, no.
Do you have any
Do you-
respectable
okay,
academics?
Do you think that academics that have invested their whole lives and their whole careers in a certain model, that they're suddenly going to turn
Do you have
around
any?
and admit that
Do
they're
you
wrong?
have any
Do you think that
knowledgeable individuals
and
as a
admit
flat
that they're
earther?
going to put,
Okay.
put themselves out? of
Today, do you have an individual who's very knowledgeable and reputable as a flat earther?
business? Yes,
Like who?
plenty.
Give me a few names. 2 names. Go on, 2 names.
Why? I don't need to. You can find them yourself, right?
Come on. You don't know your professors and your academics who is reputable?
I do. I know some professors who are flat earthers, but they don't want to admit that they are because they would lose their position.
So basically
that
now,
I know. I actually know a tenured professor of a university, right, who is a flat earther, and he's not allowed to say anything
So
about
they're not interested in
he's
truth?
a closet flat earther.
So they're not interested in the truth?
No. He is, but his career would be
People
finished.
who understand
His career
truth,
would
they'll be ready to
finished.
die for their truth.
That I know.
Are you ready to die for your truth? Are you ready to die for your truth? I am. Are you?
Good.
Are you?
Allah Akbar!
What kind of belief do you have? Are you ready to die for your truth?
Why? What? Who's going to kill me?
Not about killing. Just to say, look, I'm going to publish my research if I'm an academic. You're saying no. They are so scared. They don't.
Well, they would lose their jobs.
Yeah. So they don't-
their whole
so-
pensions,
so
their position,
basically-
their status in society. All
So
of that.
basically,
they have to
they
pay
don't
the
love the
mortgage,
truth.
they've got
They
children
love
in
their life more than the
they've
truth.
got children in private schools.
Hang on. They love their life more than the truth.
Some people are too afraid to.
So do
admit
you have
that they've
anyone
got
who
children.
loves the truth more than their lives?
Well, they're us, obviously, because we're here, right?
But you're just lay people. No one's going to listen to you.
Well, you're listening to me.
I'm just correcting you every single time. I'm just telling you, you don't even know what north, south, east is.
Well,
I'm telling
you don't. You're the one that doesn't know. It's not me
Okay.
that doesn't know.
In a triangular flat earth-
East and west is not
Hang on.
a straight
I'm
line.
not talking about east and west.
Yeah, any ship's captain.
I'm not talking about east and west now, Kerry.
To the north to travel east
Kerry,
or west.
if you know
They
your
do not
directions,
travel east
if you-
and west is never a straight line.
if
not
you
even
know
a
about your
plane.
direction,
Yeah, I do know.
good.
I
If
know
you
more
go
than
on
you.
straight, what do they expect when you don't know the shape of
If
what
you go
land
in a
is?
straight line, you're always going to end up south, always.
What
and
is
that
south?
would apply the
What is the
same on a
south?
globe
What is
and
the
on a
south?
flat earth.
What is the south?
What do you mean what is south? It's
Exactly.
the opposite of north. On the compass. It's the opposite of north.
If a shape of where you are is a square or a triangle,
In the mosque. God,
if it's
only he talked to me. Nobody could see him. Nobody could hear me. See?
Kerry,
Nobody could hear him.
if we don't know the shape
No,
of something that we're standing on,
Muslim
a surface. Now, if it was a triangle, if it was a square, if it was a circle, could be various shapes, right?
Yeah.
Or no shapes, different shapes. With each
I think
shape,
we're going round in circles.
we are not going
Talking
around in
about
circles. Kerry, we're not.
Mansur,
We are not.
respectfully, thank
I
you
don't
for
shake
this
hands. I'm showing some respect
Oh,
to you.
okay, thank you then.
Okay.
Namaste, and
It's not namaste, I'm a Muslim.
Okay, what do
I'm
you
a
think?
Muslim who uses their
I'm a
brain.
humanitarian. I believe
I'm a
in
human.
all religions.
I'm a human.
I will prepare
Kerry,
new world.
do you know about
for
Islam?
3 days.
Respectfully.
No worries, we will end the
I will
conversation.
prepare
Do you know about
new
Islam?
world
Sorry?
for
Do you know about
3
Islam?
days.
Do I know about Islam?
Anything about Islam?
No, not really. I'm not religious, so there
Okay.
you go.
Do you know whether you exist because of a creator or you exist because of...
I'm not going to get into religion
Why not?
because it's personal.
No. But what if you die and you were wrong?
You can believe believe what you like.
No, what if you're wrong when you die and find out?
Then I'll find out when I die then, won't I?
And you'll be happy with your worst consequences if it was worse?
Well, there you go.
Hang on. Let's understand something, Kerry.
I don't want to talk about
No, let's understand something.
No.
I'm not going to talk about it, but I just want to understand something.
He talks about religion.
If you, please, if you find that when you die and there was a God and you did not listen to God.
I'm not saying there's not a God. I believe that there is a creation.
No, I'm asking.
I believe there is a creation.
Why did God create you?
Well, because he loves us.
Did he tell you that personally?
I don't want to talk about religion.
No, let's understand how critical thinking you are. Because if you're going to take a flat earth critically, then you should take everything else critically.
I do.
Do you know God spoke to you?
Now. Does God speak to me? What, like a voice in my head? No.
So how do you know God speaks to you? Anyone?
To me,
God spoke to him. He says.
I say through His creation. Through
God
the magnificent
spoke to
So
me.
God hasn't.
We're not a random accident.
Why did God create us?
How do I know the mind of God? How can I know why God does anything?
So He didn't tell you that?
That's trying to know the mind of God, isn't it?
So do you want to know?
I don't know why He did.
Would you like to know?
I don't know the mind of God.
Would you like to know?
He knows. Wow.
Would you like
You
to
know the mind of God. Would you know why God created
Would
it?
you-
Does He know?
Kerry,
This guy's feet.
would you like to know why
Yes,
God created
the
you?
mind of God, He knows why.
Would you like to know why God created you?
He knows. He knows.
Don't stoop like him on this level.
Stand my turn.
Right. Would you like to know why God created
why
you?
God
Please
created
tell us,
you.
O Prophet.
Yes.
Why? Yeah,
yes.
tell me why. Go on.
God created us to worship Him.
Oh,
What?
All right.
Do you disagree?
okay.
Do you disagree? Why? Why do you disagree?
Because she's got every right
Hang
to
on. Why do you disagree?
She's got every right to disagree.
I would like to know why you disagree. Intellectually, reasonably.
God created us to go
You see,
to
the
war.
flat earth stops when we talk about God. Do you know that?
You're talking nonsense.
When we talk about God, all your critical thinking goes down the window.
Nonsense.
Do you believe in
You're
God?
talking nonsense.
Who created
rubbish?
Who created this
Not
world?
interested.
I
You're
know,
a troll.
I know.
You're a
I don't
coward.
talk about
You haven't
Everybody
given
to
her
go
a
to
chance to
work.
talk. To answer
I'm giving you a
not
chance to
once.
talk.
No, I'm not playing your gymnastic games. I don't answer to trolls.
Who created this universe?
Not interested, mate. Not interested.
Because you're afraid, aren't you?
No, you're a coward.
Because you're afraid.
You are a coward.
You are afraid,
You're a
aren't you?
coward,
Second
mate.
entrance.
You're afraid?
Have you read
Listen,
second entrance?
listen. What did he say?
Why?
Listen.
You need his brain to
So,
speak to me?
Right, there you go. You're a coward.
Oh, he needs
You're
his
a
brain to
coward.
talk to me.
No, he's
You're a
got
coward.
Right. So,
Coward.
right.
Coward.
Who gave you life?
You're a coward.
Who gave you life?
You're a coward.
Why are you
You're
insulting
a
me?
troll.
Why are you
and
insulting
you're
me?
a coward.
Why are you
Because
insulting
I've heard you for the last
It's on
half
camera.
hour.
It's on the camera.
And they've all heard you beat up this
Beat up?
young lady. Yes.
Excuse me.
You've trolled her.
Kerry, did I beat you up?
No.
Did I beat you up?
No, of course
He
not.
said I beat you up.
No, you didn't.
So why is he lying?
So there you go. So you're trolling her.
He said I beat you up. He said I beat you up.
You're taking things
This
so
man said
literally.
I beat you up.
Don't you dare point at
You're
me.
shouting in
Why
my
is he
face
lying?
then.
I'm
Right.
sorry. Why is he lying?
Let's calm it down.
Why is he
Calm it
lying?
down.
You hang around people who lie?
No, I'm not hanging around people that lie.
Do you hang around with him?
No, you're not
Excuse
beating
me.
me up, but you are.
Why did you lie
You
about
were
me?
verbally beating her up.
Why
just
did I
then,
verbally beat you up?
And you did not
You were
give
sort of
her
like
a
shouting
Did
in
I
my face a bit,
did I
you
give
know?
you the chance to explain yourself?
No.
Not really.
No, you did
Not
not.
really?
You're just asking me about God, and I told you I didn't want to
And
talk
she
about
does
religion.
not
Do you know why you
to.
don't want to talk about? I can tell you why you don't want to talk about God.
Yes, because because you're
Because-
entitled to
Because
your
the
own
reason
beliefs,
why
and everybody
why
else's as well.
we talk about God, you'll be using critical thinking.
Ah.
You don't want critical thinking. That's
No,
why you
I
believe in a
just
flat
don't
earth.
want
Man, he's got an answer for
a
everything.
conversation about.
Do you believe in God?
None of your business.
I believe in the Most
That's my
High.
personal
I believe in the
thing.
Most High.
None
Yes,
of
and
your
what?
business.
What happens when you
None
die?
of your business. Not
What happens
interested.
when you die?
You
Not
know nothing
interested,
about
mate.
him.
Yeah?
Not interested.
Why are you talking to me then?
Yeah, well, because
Not interested. I'm not interested.
Because
I'm not
I
interested.
have just seen
So, Kerry,
you. There you
it's
go
been nice
again.
talking to you.
And
It's
you,
off of
Mansur.
one.
And we hope that this discussion with a Muslim,
You haven't had
at
a
least
discussion.
we,
You've done
I
enough
as a
more than a
Muslim,
lecture.
wanted to talk about Islam.
Doesn't know
Wanted
how
to talk
don't
about
want
God.
to
Look,
talk
look,
about
look.
Islam.
What I'm saying is, I wanted to, but you didn't
I
want
don't
to.
want to. Yeah.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
want to talk about
That's what I'm
religion.
saying,
Yeah.
Kerry.
Thank
But you didn't want to,
Yeah.
right? So in the day of judgment, in the day, yeah, speak to people who are intelligent and rude, less rude,
Very bright.
and or not rude at all.
Very
So
bright.
people who are rude, stay away from them.
Very bright.
People who are
Yeah, that's fine.
uncivilized, stay away from them too. So
Yeah.
because you
I
didn't
would
want to
say
talk
you're
about God,
uncivilized, sir.
talk about learn about Islam.
I'm happy to-
In the day of judgment,
I'm happy to talk
in the day of
about-
judgment, in the day of judgment,
Oh, God.
would you say that I didn't know about Islam? Would you? I hope that you can't say that because someone offered you to tell you about Islam and you said you were not interested.
No, I'm not.
Good. That's it. Thank you very much. I will be a witness in the day of judgment when it happens, and it surely will happen. Thank you.